Hello YouTube, Tyson here again for TVEnthusiast. Twice before we have ranked Netflix's originals on Top 10 Tuesday. For this week's video, we are taking a third dip. Before we start, please note that due to the excessive amount of content currently being delivered on the platform, there are many highly rated shows that have managed to elude us. Obviously, we cannot include shows we have not seen. We have also chosen not to include continuations or shows that are licensed to the service outside of their home territory. That means no Arrested Development, no Black Mirror, and no Lilyhammer. If your favorite Netflix original was not included in our list, tell us in our comments. With that out of the way, let's begin. Number 10. The OA. Netflix's gorgeous, cryptic mystery series impressed us with its depth and ambiguity. Unfortunately, the season ended on a bit of a whimper before we knew a second season was in the works. Knowing a second season is still on the way, we retain our hopes that the mysteries of the series will deepen and eventually pay off. Number 9. Wet Hot American Summer, First Day of Camp. With its fantastic cast and absurd storytelling, this prequel series to the cult classic comedy movie had us rolling with laughter. We cannot wait for the sequel season of the series, titled 10 Years Later. Number 8. Glow. From Genji Kohan, the creator of Orange is the New Black and Weeds, Glow tells a fictionalized account of the real ladies wrestling program from the 1980s, Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. Kohan knocks it out of the park for Netflix again in a story with heart and humanity that just so happens to be hilarious. Number 7. Narcos. Narcos finished off its second season, and with it, their story of drug kingpin Pablo Escobar. I am uncertain of the upcoming third season if it will hold my attention in the way the first two have, but even if they do not, it could never take away from the great story told in the first two seasons of the series. Number 6. Marvel's Daredevil. Daredevil kicked off Netflix's ever-growing partnership with Marvel, which promised to do for Netflix what the Marvel Cinematic Universe did for the Cineplex. While not every series in the agreement has been a shining star for the streaming service, Daredevil landed firmly on its feet with 2 excellent seasons. Number 5. Sense8. Netflix's recently canceled big-budget series is constantly in the news as fans mourn the loss of such an inclusive and innovative story. Though the series will not be returning for a third season, there are 2 groundbreaking seasons available forever to Netflix subscribers. Perhaps someday, a movie or miniseries can come along to give us closure. Number 4. Marvel's Jessica Jones. Daredevil was the first show in Netflix's partnership with Marvel, but Jessica Jones was the best. While Jones lacked the amazing action sequences and fight choreography of Daredevil, it more than made up for it with a far more personal and involving story. Number 3. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. 30 Rock's Tina Fey brings her cartoonish sensibilities to the story about a survivor of a doomsday cult, reacquainting herself with the outside world she lost so much time with. Though the premise is dark, the character's relentless optimism, the snappy writing, and bright colors make Schmidt a joy to consume, be it an episode at a time or a joyous Netflix binge. Females are strong as hell. Number 2. Orange is the New Black. This series from Genji Kohan jumped several places on my list after 2 stellar and far more involved storylines relating to the harsh conditions of privatized prisons, and the eventual violent results. While the series usually leaves us laughing, some events of the last 2 seasons had us crying instead. The juxtaposition of sad and funny in the series has elevated it to a higher level. Number 1. Stranger Things. There is no movement at the very top of the list, as once again, Stranger Things takes number 1. Great performances, excellent production values, strong iconography, and a healthy dose of nostalgia were enough to get our attention. But it was the effortless blending of these borrowed and original elements into a cohesive shorthand that really blew us away. That the resulting story is so human, so natural, and so entirely bingeable is what earns Stranger Things our pick as the best Netflix original series so far. Thank you for tuning in to TVEnthusiast.com or our YouTube channel. Stay tuned to TV Enthusiast for more coverage of all of your favorite shows. Don't miss our weekly podcast, The Weekly Set, which is available every Friday. This week, we will continue to discuss the current season of Twin Peaks. You can access our podcast on your podcast client of choice or through our YouTube channel. See you next week.